Frickin' dog! Here I come to save the day!
Cheesy, you get a point.
Oh my glob!
Tonight, you.
Let Maddie get it out of her system. That was your hand. Get it out of your system, Maddie. Disruptive and churlish. How are you, Cheese? How you doing, Maddie? Fuck me. Fuck you. Son of a bitch. Uh-uh. 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 Nope. Not gonna, oh shit, is that gonna mess this all up? That is gonna mess this all up. Weird. I doubt it, Salt. I doubt it. Because that was mine. This stream is sponsored by the long, smooth, crisp taste of a RC Cola. We're going to do another limited palette, Maddie. We're going to do another limited palette.
Fucker.
You're a fucker, Sashi. No, we're a Hardee's bunch here, Salt. We're wheeling and dealing today. I never watched that Idiocracy all the way through. I've seen the clips. I would love a burger. Good smash burger. Oh, Maddie. You. God, is that funny? Is it? I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I never got into that much into that film. Every single time, Maddie. The bit's not old. The bit's not old. So we get to wheel and deal today, everybody. We're not gonna wheel and deal though for the whites. We're gonna use titanium white though. We're gonna wheel and deal for the yellow, red, and blue. Know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I'm not a fucker. You, Salt, and Sashi, and Cheesy are the fuckers. Yeah, Maddie, just totally lean into alpha male dude soap. You'll sell it. I didn't say anything, Sashi. I don't think I'm always tired. I yawn. I'm like, this is not sleepy tired. This is like racing around, exhaustion tired. I'm telling you, there's like 8 brands of man soaps out there that all do the same shtick. No, Sashi, you didn't hear it. Oh, fuck you. Salt. All right, should we spin that wheel for our colors? Should we spin that wheel? Maddie, just market it to taints. Hi, Pickles. This is exceptionally good at cleaning taints in the undercarriage. Maddie's taint soap. Gooch soap? Yeah, that'd be good. Nice. What do you mean, what the hell, Sashi?
I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
Right in those plums. My dog's health. Oh, jeez. No worries, Pickles. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it, you know, I hope it's at least peaceful. That process. If you'd like me to permanently ban green bag, please let me know. If you'd also like to spin the wheel, please let me know. God damn it. You're welcome, Pickles. Pickles, no, seriously, though, I hope you're well. I know that's difficult. There's nothing I can really say that'll bring you comfort, but I hope, you know, I hope you're doing well. Okay. All right, we're spinning for our yellow, red, and blue today. We are going to be using titanium white because lead white is a very lead white in a 4-color palette makes everything so much more difficult. So I figure we'll alternate. That won't affect other colors I won't use or not, but I'd rather not just have like a run of just doing lead white ones for 4-color palettes. Anywho, this is what we got today. I can't even see where I'm at. Oh, I kind of guessed it pretty well. You can't even see it anyways. I forgot. I have to spin the wheel up. Okay, let's spin the wheel. All right. The yellows we're going to use today, we're going to do... Well, we'll try it again. Transparent. Oxide. We're going to do lemon yellow. We'll do yellow ochre. And we could just do essentially regular bismuth yellow. Okay. Am I missing any? Oh, and then we could do the fawn or Sahara ochre. Okay. We good, everybody? We got 5 choices. 2 of them really shitty. 1 mediocre. I'm never gonna turn my piss into paint. All right, who wants to spin that wheel? Who wants to spin that wheel? Yeah. Becca Wood. You gotta write spin that wheel. Crowd goes crazy. Hi, Omizu. Hope you're well. I need to spin that wheel from somebody. It's gonna go unspinned. God damn it. God damn it. All right, Yanburi. It still says spin it and says spin the wheel. Fine, we're just gonna spin it. Oh my God, Maddie. That is just hilarious. Okay. Big money, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. Man. 2 in a row of the shitty yellows. Why can't I just get a good yellow for this? At least we're using titanium white. Okay. Alright, so it's those shitty yellows that I made recently. Fucking shitty yellows, my ass. Bullshit. Okay, now we got reds. For reds, we have Pyrrole red. We'll do Pyrrole orange. Quinacridone. Transparent red oxide. What else do we got? You were hoping for that yellow? Screw you. Is there any other reds I'm missing? Alizarin, I'm not going to bother with Alizarin because this is a painting I do want to sell. I don't think having Pyrrole Scarlet on there is necessary. I could just add it to add another one, but I don't know. It just seems like kind of too minute of a difference. My mom is not missing. Talked to her right before stream. Is there any other reds I'm missing, though? Can't think of any. Oh, we could add Venetian red or oh yeah, let's not do Venetian red, but we can make burnt sienna. We could add burnt sienna to this. Okay. All right, everybody. Who wants to spin that wheel? Who wants to spin that wheel? I don't have Opera Rose, Yanburi. Okay, wait. Hold on. Almost there. All right. Maddie, spin the wheel. All right. Let's see. How did Maddie spin it? Okay. Transparent red oxide. Okay, we got two. Thank God I have titanium white. If this was lead white, we'd really... Why does it always go to this bullshit? Transparent red oxide's not that bad of a pigment, but it's just different. Warm palette. All right. Now we got our blues. So we'll start off with ultramarine blue, chromium green oxide, lamp black, phthalo blue, Phrygian. We could theoretically do a Payne's Gray. Do I have any purple? Jan gave me some shitty... I don't want to really use shitty pigments, though. I don't want to add Prussian blue to this. You know what we could do, though, is we can do a purple. Maddie, what do you think about doing a purple with ultramarine blue and quinacridone magenta? Oh, best viewers? Oh, where do I get those best viewers? Prussian blue does suck. So what if we do a premix in this, everybody, of ultramarine blue and Prussian blue? All right, we're just gonna add Quin, magenta. Oh. Magenta, ultra, blue, purple. So a pre-mixed purple. Okay, I think that's a good. This has some good variety. Who wants to spin that wheel? Maddie's already doing it. Maddie's already doing it. I'm waiting for the wheel. Oh. That's disappointing. You're really... okay, that was bad. Okay. You're really doing a lot of D's nuts that wheel. All right, you just gotta say spin that wheel. Okay, all right, Maddie said it. We're doing another limited palette, Shasta. I know, a lot of D's nuts jokes today. Oh, we got the purple. We got the purple, everybody. Look at that. Purple. All right. What a fucking ridiculous palette this is. The question is, what type of purple do we go? I'm going to give myself a little leeway. I think I'm going to go a blue-leaning purple. But still, you know, have magenta in it. Okay. We got our palette, everybody. Will I be able to do it? Will I be able to pull this off? The new Q-tip. Could I? Oh, I need gloves. Will I possibly be able to do this, everybody? I know everybody is doubting me. Everyone is doubting me. Why did that? Okay. Don't you crickets me. That is true, Shasta. Blurry. No, we are no longer rubbing them out on stream, Shasta. Live and uncensored. Okay, so we had shitty yellow. Oh, God damn it. I hate when I constantly just run into my camera tripod.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, thank you, Carlos. Let's get a few more paper towels. Bezos money. Give me that Bezos money. I mean, we all saw how wonderful the Met Gala was, everybody. Thank God Bezos and his wonderful wives sponsored the Met Gala. I don't know what I'd do if the Met Gala didn't happen. My year would be ruined if there was no Met Gala. Shasta, Preparation H dropped me. I didn't see Heidi Klum, but I can't stand. I can't stand it. Let's see, what did, we had Shitty Ogre, we had Poiple, so I need to find my Where the fuck my transparent red? That's gonna be buried. Need some of this. That's my yellow. What is this? There it is. Where's my magenta? Right there, I think. I think so. So we got our purple, our transparent red, our titanium white, and we just need our shitty fawn or Sahara ochre, whichever one is in one of these tubes. Whichever one this is. Okay, that's our palette. 3 transparents and 1 opaque. 3 fully transparents and 1 opaque, everybody. Puker. I would have really liked to have yellow ochre for this one. Yellow ochre would have been a very interesting combo with these other 2. Pyro orange would have been also and very interesting with that purple. But I don't think we would have added the purple as a choice if we had a better red. Obviously. So, anyways, we got an interesting palette. We'll see if we can what we can do with this. Will I succeed or fail? You all can bet on it. You can go to that one website. There's plenty of bets on my failure on there. Okay? What's that site you can bet on everything? Yeah, they do look good together, Shasta. It's like, but now if we're talking about in the context of mixing, they kind of, you know, it's not, it's better than yellow. You can get some interesting red purples, but we have a very, now I think I'm going to make this purple a little bit on more to the blue side. But we'll see how that goes. All right. So now we have this shitty, this is Fawn or Sahara. I don't know which one it is. It doesn't matter. A little bit of separation. But, really not a, it's worse than transparent yellow oxide. Then we have, this is what I have left of the transparent red oxide. A little bit goes a long way with this. So we're going to add some extender. We're also going to add stand oil to this. It's a very warm red, and it's a very strong pigment. It's one of the strongest pigments out there, actually. But a very warm red. Very, very warm red. And like I said, it has a very small pigment particle size. Similar, it approaches phthalo blue. It is very strong, and it has an incredible yield. It's actually, like, frankly, not a bad pigment to make if you like the color, because it yields so well. But it also doesn't turn out great if you are making it by hand. Like, it's not as great if you don't make it by machine. So we're going to have to play this by ear a little bit, because I'm going to see how much magenta to add versus ultramarine. And then we're going to add some extender to that too. Okay. Let's mix up a little bit. So we're just adding extender to our titanium white. Okay. So we got a good pile of titanium white here. We don't need to mix up the fawn ochre, because I won't be afraid to use as much of that as possible. But you can kind of see the color. You see how that's like, it's basically, it's rust. This is basically just rust. This pigment, everybody, you can see that it has that really orange, warm red, right? So that means it's a red that definitely has orange in it. Or you could just say yellow. But it is not a bad color. It's just it overlaps with a lot of better pigments, right? At one point I was considering adding this to my palette. That's why I made some. But it's to me it's just not really needed. But if you were into glazing, this is like a pigment you should have on your palette. This is like an excellent pigment for glazing. Okay. Now we got to see where our purple's at. So I added, you know, it's not like we're just like gonna barely put any magenta in there, but I definitely want this to be a blue leaning. We should probably add a little bit of stand oil to this, wherever I put that. You can't even see it on that, so let me make that a little bit, let me move that a little bit. Good. We're also going to add a little bit of extender to this as well. Okay. I think we're in an okay... I think this is a good bluish purple. I could theoretically add a little bit of more magenta to this. But we're pretty close to what a dioxazine would be. Let's add a little bit more magenta, just so we stay in the spirit of purple, and then we'll go from there. Okay. It's all about the spirit of purple. It's all about the heart of the paints. Okay. Yep, we're good. We're great, vibrant purple here. If you'd like me to demonstrate the purple we got, I'll add a little bit of white to it. Okay, that's like the purple we're working with, everybody. Does that work? Is that fair? Do we have our terms? Part of the taints? Yep. Hello, Richards.
The space between the button balls. Boo this man!
Stop booing me. Don't you boo me. Okay, so we got a purple. I'll show you when we mix this with titanium white what the kind of the colors are that we're dealing with here. But you can see this is kind of the transparent red oxide. It's a very potent kind of orange that leans red. Okay. And then our shitty, I don't know if this is Fawn or Sahara. I don't care which one it is. But this is, look at how desaturated that is. Oh my god. Those are our, you can't even see because of the glare, can you? Here. That's what we're working with on a yellow. So essentially we got no yellow. We can make damn good purples. We can make an okay orange. God damn, is it that bad of a color? It is. Yep, so this is our yellow fawn or Sahara ochre. We have purple, which is ultramarine blue and magenta mixed, but we can't separate them out. So this is the purple, very vibrant purple, and this is transparent red oxide, which does make a pretty intense orange red. But we don't really have yellow, but that's not the worst thing for this one. And we have titanium white. So this is what we got. This is not ideal. This is not an ideal palette. The yellow was good. I mean, if this was lemon yellow, we instantly get a ton better. The other way we could have salvaged this palette could have been salvaged if this was quinacridone, and then this was like a phthalo. Because we can't really mix green. Greens are pretty much off the table. So, no, I don't want to swap. No. I'm fine playing, you know. Nice, Maddie. Nice. This is fairly limited. It's still a bigger range of colors than a true Zorn palette, but less of a range of what we could do. Now, last palette we couldn't do any purples, but we could do everything else okay, at least okay. And we could do very vibrant blues, but that's never comes up in like really a portrait, right? So if I had to swap out one, I would change this for lemon yellow. I think yellow ochre would be a much more interesting challenge, though. Or it could give... Yellow ochre would also be the interesting one. This is just like... This yellow is just torture. That's just... So you're torturing me, Maddie? Are you just torturing me? I just feel bad for him now. Okay. Shall we begin? So we're working with a 24-inch by 24-inch. This canvas is 24-inch by 24-inch. Shoo-ba-da. Okay. All right. Let's begin. All right, so basically center lines somewhere like around here. Good enough. How dare you, Cheesy? How dare you? I really need to fix my lighting, but I'm gonna do that when I get my new easel, which I haven't ordered yet. It is happening soon. Alright, I'm just like really looking at how I want to place this. Darker than I expected. Done. Who wants to buy it? I'll call this a new beginning. That name has never been used before, right? Oh yeah, I don't have medium out here. What the fuck am I thinking? Yeah. Why didn't anybody tell me? Is the canvas still blurry? No, RC Cola fixes your vision. Shooby-doo, boo, 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 doo. Oh, this palette's probably gonna be a pain in my assholes, isn't it? We'll see. Maybe this just turns out like shit. Maybe we have to burn this one. Do you think this will be my last stream ever? Because I'll be so embarrassed, Maddie. Will this be my last stream ever, everybody? And you'll never see me again? I might have to, Maddie. No, you don't think I'll stop, Sashi? Umabashi? I might. I might. This might be the death of me, everybody. This might be the end. This is the end. My only friend, the end. By the way, Sashi and Cheesy, apparently the visual update for Faz kind of sucks. Who's messaging me? Ooh, what is that? Ooh, ooh. I'm too stubborn. I don't know, Sashi. Feels like it was really rushed. That feels like an ear infection pain out of nowhere. What the fuck? Ugh. Stop. Well, apparently, you heard about how they're doing that, like, they're doing that, like a combination with that, like a partnership with that one other game. It seems like it was rushed out for that, and is apparently the reason why, which I think is a really bad sign. Give me Fabio hair, Sashi. Fabio hair. Um, it's just, um, it rings of corporate greed, right? Well, I think they also want to sell cosmetics too. This is the end. My only friend, the end. There's no one more humble than me, Sashi. You know this. It's like kind of like the darkest we can go. I even make like a good neutral here? Do you not see the photo? Omizu? Here. You're seeing a lot of glare. I got that set up in front of me. It's like a French metal helmet that I got at the Antique and Oddity store. No glasses, no facial hair, usually. No, it's a helmet. It's a helmet, Omizu. I don't have a butt chin, no. Canonically, I'm a terrible lover. Let's see. What else? Very handsome. Very handsome. But no, I'm a good driver. I'm a good driver, just like I said, canonically terrible lover. Yeah, there's just so much red in all of this. It probably would, the purple would have probably been better if I didn't have that last little magenta I added to it. Yeah, it doesn't mean it make me a bad driver. I have killed approximately 137 magic users, but they needed to be taken out. That wasn't because of bad driving. Nope, Kalen, we're gonna ruin that right now. Mid. No, no, no. They were accidents. MTG. No, no, no. People who can use and cast curses on another people. Wait, I thought your schedule has to be ruined for you to watch my streams, Kaylan.
Not just anyone can fight for everyone.
What the hell is that?
I'm made for this.
Is that a stream?
Yes, but we all just know it doesn't make sense. So basically, I went to Google search to generate an interactive simulation for.
Okay. I guess I had a stream up on another channel, on another one of my monitors. I guess I let somebody rated out. Somebody rated out, and I left up a stream up. Hi, Mud. this really... For some reason, when somebody raids, it turns up your volume. You didn't know that, everybody. Maddie, you just heard it. I wasn't. It was on my other monitors. That stream was muted, and then it rated out and turned on my volume. JAQ. So, Mudworks, have you heard about anything about Anishki possibly pulling out? No. That really sucks. Feel bad for my boy. He got it checked out. They probably thought he broke something. Having rolled ankles before, that would be like the only reason. All right, everybody. I also got a little bit more HOAT for you. Who wants the HOA update? The HOA Watcher. Spill the tea, please. All right, newest tea. Okay, so there was apparently the hearing that was happening this week happened on Wednesday, but it wasn't the motion that I was told from other people. It wasn't the motion for dismissal. It turns out it was just another scheduling hearing. But I heard that they tried to bring more evidence in, and the judge denied them additional evidence, which is good. He did yell out the hallways, too. He did something weird in the hallways on Wednesday afterwards where he because I have a Ring doorbell now, he was holding a folder and he was like blocking his face, it seemed like, while he was walking down the stairs, and then he yelled some shit that I couldn't make out. But so then, so that was good news. But so the next big hearing is in beginning of June now. But you know, we've been working on getting PayPal set up to pay for our dues, and I found out that if you pay through like a bank to bank thing through PayPal, you don't have to pay any fees. And so I sent an email out about that to everybody, and then he sent me a cease and desist to not contact him through any means at all last night. Oh, geez. No, it's just an email he sent, Maddie. He just sent an email saying formal cease and desist. Do not contact me for like electronically or anything, like even mail or talk to me. Oh yeah, no, it's there. It's just a threat that he's doing. But now he's saying I shouldn't contact him for anything. So now if I don't contact him for stuff that he complains about, I have that. So I only need to send him notice of stuff that I'm like legally required to. But it also knows that he saw this email once again about paying dues and how to pay dues. So yeah, that was yesterday. So that was a little bit of an interesting thing. So yeah, we have a new cease and desist threat. A little bit of a weird. Oh, he also, I think, threw a broom around. That's right, schmucklefucker. I somewhat agreed to do so, to get involved. So, I have to deal with said consequences of my decisions. Yeah, I'm just thinking about in a sports context, Mud, that they would be able to treat a lot of stuff there. And I think if they sent it, like a rolled ankle is not something you would send, like even here, send somebody to get looked at least in my experience, in the foosballs. So I think they suspected he tore or broke something. Yeah. I'm not saying he did. I'm just guessing I'm just going off of my experience here. Whenever I've like rolled an ankle or sprained an ankle, I never went to like even when I was in middle school. It's pretty obvious what happened. But they could obviously be just being careful, or maybe they have requirements to do so. There could be stuff like that. So. It's not even a boot. It's not even a boot. A boot is when you have something that your ankle or something it gets more damaged if you have to use it. And a rolled ankle is rarely that. No, not Sue, myself. My neighbor, Omizu. They can be. They definitely can be. I've rolled my ankle a few times. I've also hurt my knee a few times. Legitimately, some of those things can't really be damaged more or won't be damaged more by using them. But that doesn't mean like it's easier or your performance doesn't suffer from it, The worst ones are like plantar fasciitis, which like can only heal if you don't use it. It doesn't necessarily make it worse, but like it's either a humongous amount of pain and you just have to deal with it, or you have to take off like 4 months. That's a big one for specifically basketball. All right, I am not liking this palette so far, everybody. Thought I was gonna enjoy this palette a little bit more. Oh, that's weird, Todd. So did that cut down on overtime for you? No, no, Maddie. I don't think I'm liking this one so far. Doesn't seem to be gelling. So one issue, the biggest issue is actually the yellow. You just threw it away? Oh, interesting. Hold on. Hold on. Sam's new Sam Raimi film called Send Help. Yeah, yeah. I knew about that because I was competing with Iron Lung. Interesting, Todd. Most likely. I do like Sam. Sam is responsible for a lot of good things. No. Guess we'll just do this all dark for now. We'll lighten that up. The wheels. But I did hear that that film was I didn't hear that film was pretty cool. Smidge more. Maybe yes, it was heartwarming. True, yeah. I mean, that's a film I go back and watch pretty regularly. Is Evil Dead 1. That's probably one of the films I have singly watched the most in my life. Is Evil Dead 1. It's between that, Casino, The Thing. Those are probably the films that I've actually watched the most in my life. Much bigger second tier. Because Godfather in 1 and 2, Lord of the Rings trilogy, all three of those. some films when I was a kid, like Old School. I like that film as a kid. I don't think it really holds. I haven't watched it in a long time, but it was one of those films I'd like watch at home on my like I just leave it in my like DVD player and just watch it a bunch. But yeah, like Evil Dead was one I downloaded. Like I pirated in college, and I would just like if I was playing a computer game, I'd like have it on off to the side for some reason. I don't know. It was like a cozy thing for me. As absurd as that sounds. See how this works. The town? That's Ben Hufleck, right? Boston. I've probably seen Evil Dead like literally in the 80s. 80s amount of times. I'm not gonna say it's like I
said good day!
Good day, quote and choff. Big wheels keep on turning. Yeah, like I said, it was just like one of those things that I just like I'd have it on VLC media player on one of my monitors, and every time it stopped, I'd just replay it. Now, it's not like I sat there and watched. I was doing other shit. You know. Man, this palette sucks. Who picked this? So far, the wheel has been very cruel. Maddie, I still gotta create that section of the Discord. Well, you know what my answer is going to be, Richards? Get aggressive with a still life. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Take a chance on me. You want me, let me go. Oh, gotcha. Take a chance on me. Well, I'd say then if you know what you did wrong, or if you know idea what you're do wrong, do your damnedest to not repeat that on the next one, to the point that you think that you might be doing worse, just so you feel uncomfortable in knowing what the uncomfortable feels like. Big wheels keep on turning. Mm. By the way, your paints shipped out yesterday. I think that neck got a little. I feel like that's too big of a gap. Same with you, Sashi. Maybe I have to do it like this. Take a chance on me. If you want me, let me go. It's like the hair goes like all the way to here. No worries. Have a good walk, Richards. And just everybody's daily reminder to never, ever betray me. All right. Just daily reminder. Don't do it. Don't you dare betray me. Nope. Don't do it. Son of a bitch. You fucker. What did I just say? What was it? I actually don't remember. Big wheels keep on turning. Ugh. My stomach's making a lot of noise, but I feel no discomfort. Suspicious. what to do at this point. All right, good. I'm sure you put the wheelbarrow in there for the massive dong. I assumed you did that. Get this hat in here, I guess. I guess we're gonna locate with the hat. Needs to come up way higher, huh? What am I doing? It's like up here. So it's like come up to here and then come up. Take a chance, take a chance. Him. Him. Take a chance on me. If you want me, let me know. Might have messed that up a little bit. Thank you, Sashi. Yeah, I'll probably need the second soon. Why is that, Kaylan? Did you get banned again? Did you get banned again? Mm-hmm. Okay. Here. Shooby-doo-ba-ba. Maybe it goes all the way up here. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck you. Who did it? Odorous Urungus. That's me. By the way, Odorous, what did you send me? Don't you boo me. I haven't taken a look at it yet. Don't boo me. I'm very sensitive. I'm a very stable but sensitive man.
Boo this man!
Stop it. Highland Park? If I'm ever in that way, it's a bit of a hike for me. I'm very stable, Kaylin. Yeah, I am. I'm positive. Take a chance on me. Rockford, Illinois. Rockford, Illinois. What shirt goes with the cargo shorts and New Balances? A tight white tank top shirt or a half white shirt. Sometimes there's a red or blue slushy stain on it as well. If they have blue, if they have the good blue, then it's a blue slushy stain. You mean like Jimmy Hoffa? Wait, what are we talking about, Kaylin? The hell are we talking about? Creative is... What do you mean creative is yummy? Are you cannibalizing artists? Again? It's against TOS. Oh, I remember him. I remember Jimmy Hart, yeah. Who was the Undertaker's guy for a bit? Who was that weird looking fucker? It kind of had like a Sven Gulli vibe. Paul Bearer, that's right. God. Oh, man. That's funny. Oh, wrestling bits are fucking hilarious sometimes. Take a chance on me. If you want me, let me go. All right, I'll be the judge of that. One second. Let me just do... I want to do these marks. All right, let's take a look. This better not be upsetting, Sashi. In general. I don't see the wheelbarrow. I don't see the wheelbarrow. The hair's not bad. The hair is powerful. What's that blue shit on his mouth, though? Where are my red where are my red pills? Where's my Bible of the the Book of the Latter-day Saints? Up your ass. Okay. Okay, Mud. Okay. I see. Jesus, Mud's coming out hostile. Where are all my guns? Where's my room full of guns? Cheese and Sashi. And where are all my Trump posters? I don't know. I demand perfection.
Oh my glob.
USA, US, us. All right. I'll hold judgment then. USA! 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 God, the USA sucks right now. A chance on me. Yeah. No, it's also sponsored by the Minneapolis Lakers. Is there any other yellow and purple teams? I can only think of the Lakers and the Vikings. That's why. Son of a bitch. The hell? Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie. I like how I get blamed for all this poisoning, but Lizzie comes in here and murders me twice a stream. How does this make sense? I feel like a lot of unjust acts are being foisted upon me. Oh, there's also you. Yeah. It's not your job. See, how do I just realize how
weapons.
tiny I made this face? Oh my god, hooray! No! No, stop it! No, no! No!
Move this
Oh, Jesus! Oh my god! Oh! One noise! Welcome in. Jesus!
Fucker.
You're a fucker.
Son of a bitch!
You're son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Are you trying to make me connect? Hi, Garg. Hope you're well. Give me your links or else. I might connect. Has it, Lizzie? Oh!
Fucker.
Oh, my nards! Oh, God! Jesus. Why do you always go for the
I can feel it all the
nards?
way
Gee.
down in my plums. Fuck those fucking fuckers.
Jesus Christ, Bo. Okay, Rue. Okay. I guess it's just an asshole Thursday. Good. Okay. I see. I get no sympathy here.
I fart in your general direction.
And I shit in yours. This is awful. I can't believe I get treated. I
Playing with
can't
your
believe
dinghy.
my so-called friends treat me like this.
Son of a bitch!
You're a son of a bitch. I thought people liked me. Hi, Monica. Gwen's. Garg was mean to you again. What happened, Monica? Was Garg being mean? I know I'm hallucinating all of this, Bo. You don't think I know this? I've watched A Beautiful Mind. However, Sam Kinnison's sitting right next to me. Right next to me is real. No, I'm your number one, Lizzie. You know this. Lizzie, we both know that I'm your number one enemy, and you're my number two. Please tell me, Monica. Tom. You are torturing my Tamagotchi. Is that what they're called? No, that's all fake. That's all AI. That's all AI. I did, Sashi? Oh wait, let me see. What's mean about that? Maybe it has something to do. That's right, Maddie's doing that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe he had to go paint. All right, maybe he had to go lift like the alpha male he is. He's most likely on a very strict strict steroid regimen. I think my last palette was better. Everybody. My last random palette, I think, was better. That one sucked. Yeah, you don't do that every time, Sashi? Zorn Supreme. Get these Zorn supremacists out here. Out of here. I didn't... Indirectly, I did it to myself, but I didn't think it would just be like, hey, you know what? We're just going to choose the worst combination of this for you. And you can go fuck yourself. You know? The Zorn palette sucks. It does. There's no ifs, ands, or penises about it. But I see some value in the challenge of what I'm trying to do here. Not even one penis? Nope. No ifs, ands, or penises. No, I didn't. I don't rig my wheels, Monica. You know I have better ethics than that. Nope, Sasha, you gotta stay up. I think there's some merit to it, yes, Lizzie. I don't think that doing it every single time is a good idea. Sometimes it's just fun, though. But Lizzie, if you're not primarily using a full range of colors in your palette, I think that is a mistake. Fun. It is fun. It's a challenge. It is a challenge. I might not seem like I'm enjoying myself, all right? And I assure you, I'm not. No, it's I think there's value into the facing a challenge of simplification with some amount of repetition. I enjoy that challenge. Well, sorry, Monica. God. I think this angle is a little bit severe. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. However, if you were just doing this...
the nuclear weapons.
Oh my god, hooray! If you're just doing limited palettes and not doing other thing, I think you are actually hurting your learning curve. Karen, get on in here. Give me your links or I will burn this place to the ground. What were you working on? Good. Fancy hive assault. Hey. Give me your links. Nope, nope. I need some links or this place is getting burnt down, Karen. I need something. I'm lighting the Molotov. Are we gonna really let Maddie win? I will have to disappear, though. Do we really want Maddie to win? Good. See? All right. Good. All right. We don't have to burn it down today. Thank you, Karen. Don't worry. If I need another set of eyes, I know where to get them. I have a good eye guy. If you want to see me play scales, you can follow me. So you're just learning how to play piano? Piano was always something I do kind of wish I played when I was younger, but I never had the, like... What's a good way of saying this? I didn't know. But I would have greatly appreciated in my music background having learned how to play piano when I was younger. I knew a bunch of good piano players, though. I think my parents would have gotten me lessons. I had so much other shit going on. Plus, I started my instrument pretty young already. Like in my school district, we started playing instruments in 4th grade. So 9 to 10 years old is when we started in my school curriculum. So, but if I went to I almost went to college, you know, for music, and their piano was mandatory. So if I actually went to college for music, I would have learned piano there. For that program, you had to learn piano and another instrument that wasn't of the same ilk. Oh, interesting, Karen. 1, 2, and 1 people. Well, that's the same. I worked on bass clef, Lizzie. That's quite a spread, Maddie. I played trombone throughout 4th grade to like freshman year of college, but I also played tuba and like euphonium for other things in bands. But so I still have my trombone, and I do want to use that as a prop soon. It's in my garage right now. Bad euphonium image. I could still play scales. If I picked up my trombone right now, I could still play several scales. My lips would like my embouchure would like start to kill very early though. I try to play anything high. Yeah. The most affordable is probably it's either flute or trumpet, probably. So when I wanted to play trumpet and saxophone when we were picking instruments. I couldn't get a sound out of the trumpet well, and I didn't want to have to learn clarinet to play saxophone. They tried pushing me towards tuba because nobody wanted to play tuba. Then I just picked trombone. Well, you know, a guy downstairs from me, Lizzie, is an artist, I found out. Like sculptural, I think? Or like, you know, like I need to get to know him better, but he's not here. He splits time between here and other places, so he's rarely here. But his ex-girlfriend used to be a violin player, so when she would practice, you could hear it throughout my building. Like she was a professional violinist. You had problems finding tenor sax players in your place? Interesting. Well, that was what I did, Maddie, with tuba. I learned tuba on the fly in 6th grade to help out the orchestra. And then I was like pretty good at it, and then suddenly everybody asked me to play tuba for like all these random fucking things. But the benefit to learning tuba is that you learn the valves that you use are the same for euphonium. It's just an octave lower than euphonium. So then by learning tuba, I could learn euphonium because it was the same, like I said, the same, just an octave difference. And on bass trombone, I regularly kind of just like read it like an octave lower. Because I could do that on the bass trombone. So I played like the range of like a tuba with a bass trombone and like the stuff I played it at. But you want to know something interesting, Lizzie? This might make your conversion to treble clef a little different. So for the tuba and euphonium, the B flat major scale, is the same valve positions as the trumpet, even though the notes are different. So like I could play some of the scales on a trumpet later on because it was the same valve positions on a trumpet as it was euphonium and tuba. So it was just like this. You could theoretically play it on a bass clef. Oh, was it? I didn't know that was the case, Maddie. Interesting. I never was good with reeds or getting sounds out of reeds, but at least when I was young, you know. I never really like, hey, could I play your clarinet after the like clarinet was like the one their reed was the one they've been using the entire time or had it warmed up. I do love the sound of a clarinet though. A good clarinet sound is like really, really cool to me. So I think I made a little mistake here. I don't think I should have leaned in purple for the face. So let's try and fix that a little bit. How old is your nephew, Lizzie? We'll keep on. Middle school next year. Gotcha. So yeah, he's in a district they start in 6th grade. Yeah, I think instruments are very important. Yeah. Well, there was some by me, like I was in a very like, what's the right word? Competitive is the wrong word, but a very intensive like music district. So like the district I lived in growing up, we like won state. It was us and this other school that won state for marching band and like the other like symphonic competitions. And like we were in a big band program. Like literally this conductor we had, while he was there, I think he won the marching competition over half the years he was there. And he like we almost won it. I think we won it all but 1 year, like the IHSA composition for symphonic bands in Illinois. It was like the high school I went to was a very big music school. However, the best musicians came from the richest area in Chicago, a high school called New Trier, where it's like they had people who, like, we're talking parents whose families are all like they're all millionaire families, right? And I learned this after, or like kind of during high school, that like there was just kind of a difference between some of these people and like, you know, but it's a big high school on the Gold Coast of Chicago where it's like, you know, the professional athletes live. Yeah. Well, like in our band program, Lizzie, we had roughly around 160 in just band. There was probably another 60 in orchestra, and there was probably another 50 in choir. Don't know, Odorous. So it was basically like a sixth of the school was involved in like the band program. Or like in the music programs, I should say. Yeah. Well, like I went to a high school, it was like 2,000 students in total. I was in high school band, the Houston Youth Symphony. Yeah. I don't know. I was a good trombone player. I always felt kind of compelled to do it. Like I was in All-State and stuff like that. And did I enjoy it that much? I mean, it was I didn't say I hated it or anything, but it's not like the only reason I tried to use it to get into college was so I can get into better college. And I almost did. Interesting. Professional, like being a professional. So a lot of the people I went to school with actually became professional musicians. Probably like, and I have a cousin who's now a composer, conductor, I should say, at like a middle school. But I actually, my school did pump out a lot of people who did it professionally. I don't know how they're doing. I do know that they're still doing it though. Like they did make a career out of it. But I can't like I have heard that it's not an easy go around. But it's just like art, right? Yeah. It's interesting. I considered maybe as an adult joining the Illinois brass band. But then it's just like I looked at their schedule and it's just like, oh fuck. Do I want to drive like 40 minutes 3 times a week back and forth? You know, and then do those concerts and not, you know, get paid for it essentially. However, if you get into like the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, that's a pretty good gig. Yeah. Well, like, yeah, like if you like the Chicago Symphony Orchestra is like considered one of the tops in the country, and those are people who are like, yeah, they make like, you know, they make good money doing it, but like that's their entire, you know, existence. But I mean, that's, you know, that's what you'd want to do, right? But that's the goal. Yeah. That was my ultimate dream. You know that what's it? The conductor of their jazz band offered me a scholarship. It wasn't like a full scholarship, but he knew my conductor and he like guest conducted at my high school a few times. But it's just not like DePaul didn't have engineering. Yeah, I get that. I probably would have considered it if they had engineering. But I was hell bent on that part of it. I'm not getting that face down, huh? What am I fucking up? The angle of that jaw? Yeah. Like I said, I knew I was good, as pompous as it sound. I knew I was a good trombonist, and I knew that like I played the bass trombone, so not a lot of like people did what I did or could do. So it was like, but I also once again knew that I was like, I want to do engineering. As odd as that sounds now. So it's like if I could use that, I just like I'll use it to try and get into the best school I can. Or I attempted to. With my attempt to get into Vanderbilt. Don't you nerd me, Salt. A boy can dream. Well, and like I also knew I was never that passionate about music. Dream of engineering. I knew I wanted to go into engineering in middle school, Salt. Literally. It did change from I originally thought of chemical. But that was just because I didn't know much about it, and then that turned into mechanical. Because I had an interest in like how cars worked. But I literally knew in middle school. However, I don't know how many of you know this, but after my first semester of college, I considered switching to going into culinary school. I literally had that discussion with my parents. But I didn't because I realized it wasn't because I disliked the engineering path, but I really thought like, you know, it really seemed like an interesting path during that time period. So then I realized I wasn't considering switching because I disliked engineering or like, you know, that stuff. It was just because I was romanticizing like cooking, essentially. Yep. No, the like here's an interesting thought experiment I've done. It's like, would I have gone to, like, would art school have benefited me like right now? I'd be very curious to see if going to art school. I think starting painting younger would have been greatly beneficial to me, but like, would have art school specifically benefited me right now? Because I have a feeling, from what I've heard from a few people who have went, that I might not have sprinkled and sparkled with that curriculum. Mm-hmm. Wait, Lizzie, are you telling me that you're a school ditcher head? Is that what you're telling me? Did you get to your degree? I thought you did. Okay, sorry. That didn't mean to be like callous. I thought you did. Might be. Gotcha. Oh shit. All right, wait. Let's snooze this because I gotta use the John. I gotta use the shiter, as they say in France. So let's snooze this and I'll get ready. Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's go to the shiter. Salt, did you drop out too? Yeah, no, school was fucking tough. My college was miserable. Big wheels keep on. No, gotcha. All right. All right, so let's... Discipline wasn't there. Yeah, I wasn't the greatest at attendance, and there were some classes I definitely struggled with. As well, but I got through it. Yeah. I had issues like that too, Lizzie. I did. Okay. We're going to take a break. Big wheels keep on turning. All right, everybody. About 5 minutes. Okay. We'll see everybody soon. I'm going to run ads. Oh my god, we're back. Oh my god. It's happening. It's finally happening. Carbage Day. Carbag E-Day. There we go. Thank you for the follow. On planet Ferenginar, it rains all hours of the day. Is that where you're at, Drex? All right. See, now I'm thinking I made the head too tall. Oh, beans. And toast. Beans and toast. Should we just lower it again? Oh, is that bright? Let's go then. I have no issues like these with Zorn. Well, I want you to use the actual Zorn palette, Monica, and I want to see what you think about it. Alright, I'm going to see if you're going to be such a Zorn stan. When the Zorn hits the fan. I know, but that doesn't mean she likes everything, right? Monica's been talking a big game about Zorn here. So what red are you using though? When you do use it, lead white. You got to realize how big of a difference lead white is, Monica. I cannot like put into words how big of a difference titanium white is to lead white in the Zorn palette. But what red are you also using? Because that could also be a significant difference. Specifically on the purples you can get. Yeah, so the closest palette, Monica, is lead white, yellow ochre, cad red light, the warmer one, the one that's closer to orange, and ivory black is fine. But in limited palettes, lead white is a demon. And just mind you, everybody, I've been looking into Zoran stuff a lot more. I don't know if there was an actual painting where he only used those four. I'm not a demon. Let's make our escape. Come on. Let's go there. So I've read several articles about that, about how that just got blown up by people. But like I think one person said that there is not a single painting where he like that they know of with the testing that they've done where he only used those four. Not to mention, it's not really something he invented either, right? I think a lot of historians don't like how the teaching side has ran off with this thing that he invented this 4-color palette that's like a game changer when it's just an Appel's palette, and he was probably taught it at his school. Yeah, it's not. It's objectively one of the worst palettes because you don't have a full range of color. When have I ever said anything of yours is shit, Monica? JAQ. Monica, you won the first paint-a-dong. You won one of the most difficult painting competitions to win. You have the trophy in your home. Don't you quote it to me. I'll quote the old text. Can you take me home? Aren't we all, Monica? I mean, Maddie. I want everyone to be an impressionist. Come on, let's go there. I literally have never said anything you've done is shit. And this is how I'm being treated. Unbelievable. He is a Sharpie boy. I like how you just come here to rage bait. Oh, fuck, I have these lights on? God damn it. God damn it to hell. I know. You do know how to piss me off, though. Just fucking show me that asshole and his fucking Sharpie. Good painter wasting on bullshit stuff. God damn it. What was the motivation to paint your sports cup, a mannequin's head, and a bowler? Not a sports cup or no, that's a metal helmet. I wanted to paint that, and I didn't have time to set up something intricate, so I really just decided to paint something simple and lean into the idea that painting something simple but well can still be a hell of a painting. And that's literally how my choices went. Do you, Monica? Jesus Christ. It's not a helmet for my helmet. For talking about my penis. Because I want it exactly, Zach. It was like, okay, what could be fun props? And it's just like, okay, I want to use this helmet. And oh, that could be nice. I was thinking about painting my elephant piggy bank that I haven't painted yet or haven't done anything with yet. I was considering that as well for today, but then I wanted to do the helmet, and the elephant wasn't that like far enough away color wise. So I didn't do it. But this is also going to be a 2-session painting, I think. There are things I would like to see you do differently, but I am not one to judge in the sense that if that's how you want to do it, I'm not going to say you should really do something else. Oh yeah, what were you thinking of? Maybe I'll just do it anyways. Who knows? But I don't hate how you paint. Frankly, I'd like to see you just paint more. Son of a bitch! Monica. The hell? Why did I deserve that? I mean, I don't lie to people about my critiques. But it was a murder. And Perot's on his way. I'm down, Monica. I still like the TV show. I want to watch more of the TV show. I like some elements of the character, his character. I think I'd like to watch the older ones, because the newer ones were so heavy-handed with the dramatic stuff, But that felt very modern. But I think I'm going to watch more of that show. All right, maybe. Well, I got the Trump falling asleep in his chair painting. I'm gonna set that up soon. I just I haven't had time to really dig into that. And I felt like painting today versus doing a setup stream, even though I had something at 3:30 that I needed to do, so I couldn't And I didn't know how long that was going to take. Oh, really? I think it would be. How am I going to delineate that? Maybe I should just start out with episode 1. Maybe I'll do that tonight. And this palette sucks. Maddie, take a drink. Frankly, this painting would be a lot. This setup probably was a long shot for a limited palette, to be honest. Now that I'm like thinking about it. But we'll see. We'll see if I could actually make this good. Interesting. Well, here's the thing, right? I like the charm of the lower production and the creativity, right? Especially with the movie. I also particularly like the buffoonery aspect of Perot. I like that, but that is a noticeable, interesting difference in both of them. Was like, you know, the one in the TV show was so much more about like justice and the law, and like, so he was like, I liked his rant about justice, like from the TV show or the movie. Either? Okay. I see. But so, like, what I liked about the movie was that he was a buffoon, but, like, it's like he was so much smarter than he let on intentionally. To watch it last? Okay. I bet so. I watched the movie for the first time the other day, and I really enjoyed it. It's funny, I don't know much about Agatha Christie stories. And so like I'm kind of like going to be delving into it more. And but like I really enjoyed the intelligent buffoon that like in the movie that Perot was. Where in the TV show he was more of like, no, I'm smart, I'm famous, like I'm gonna do this. But it almost, it almost felt like a Doctor Who episode. Yeah, there was definitely some casual racism thrown into the movie. So one thing I didn't like, Monica, was the in the TV show. One specific thing, though, also I didn't like was when they thought about killing him so they can get away with their crimes. Why would you think that, Richards? I did not like that turn. but I didn't recall that in the movie. But it felt really out of place. Oh, that was awesome. I was being attacked. Richard, shitty paintings take time, okay? You know this. You've watched me. You know my shitty paintings take a while. Tell me about it. Yeah. It was. I like that part a lot, Monica. I really got to figure out how to balance this, the purple notes in this to get the proper contrast. Where have you been? Oh, my life. Interesting. Interesting. It really, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, if I was trying to do this, or what, if I did exchange one paint, it would be the yellow. The yellow is the reason why I can't do neutral tones even well. I have not, Monica. Yeah, I'd watch that. It could be brown, it could be blue, it could be violet sky, it could be hurtful, it could be purple, it could be anything you like. Gotta be free, gotta be mean, gotta be everything more. It's like right there. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Walk out the door. Interesting. Right there. It's amazing how off shit can get. when you eyeball stuff, but then you start cleaning up other relationships and then other ones fall into line. Ain't it amazing? Isn't it? Yeah, cleaning up the relationships of like the hat, where it's like you can start seeing things a little bit more clearly and you can start tightening stuff down. Then you realize you might have went a little bit too far. Too far. Oh, really? Well, that's good. Your ma! Rest well, Monica. We'll talk to you soon. Be well. Thanks for stopping by. Get rest. Walk with Christ. Oh, God. I should not say that. It'll make me laugh every time. Ma! Never worth it. Yeah, that's true. Ma! I'm telling you, me and my sisters would do that to my mom. She'd be like upstairs, and like somebody would call for her, and then she wouldn't answer, and then we'd just all start like fucking birds. We'd just start all chirping that. Always a good laugh. You know, I used to stay up really late, Richards, when I insisted on doing all my paintings in one go. For me, I can't say that it like drastically changed, but my sleep schedule was fucked at that point anyways. But if you are losing sleep because of it, yeah, it'll make things worse. But I used to do pretty much all my paintings in one sitting, Richards, regardless of how long they'd take. In the before times. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, all right? It's like, now, I'll say if you enjoy doing long sessions, but, you know, are you sacrificing learning? Are you losing, like, what are you losing because of it? And there's always something. Whether it be enjoyment or results or learning. Yeah. Would I use this palette over Zorn in the future? I think I'd rather use Zorn than this. Because this palette can't really produce a neutral. A good neutral color. However, it can go warm and cold. Have to think about that a little bit more. Is anybody gonna race home to try this palette? Uncreative automaton. Wait. Uncreative automaton. Welcome in. If you have any questions, please let me know. I think I had it right the second time. No. No, no. I think I did it better the second. How you doing, Uncreative? I don't know why that's so funny to me. I just like the idea of just saying no to somebody correcting you. Nice. Son of a bitch. Salt. No. Nope, you gotta stay. You gotta stay till the end.
I said good day!
Good day. Nini. Thanks for hanging out, Salt. Have you had cremosa salsa? I have not. What is that? Is that what? I've never heard of that brand. Sorry, I'm just doing something on my phone. Okay. Good day, sir. That's right, uncreative. They don't. Right. We're going to fill in this background. I might dick around a little bit more with the helmet. But we're going to try and get a lot of the white off of this. And then we're probably going to finish this on the next session of I'm Painting Badly.
Grab the children! Save the children!
Oh, is that what it's called? When they add avocado to it? Yeah. I enjoy the, it's tomatillo, avocado, cilantro, onion, jalapeno. I've enjoyed those salsas quite a bit. They're really good with carnitas. But not every place offers it. And I think it's because it goes bad quickly. But I do know a few places that do carry that standard. Now, the spiciness can vary quite a bit, though. Yeah. You know, because jalapenos range quite a bit. I think some add serranos. I wouldn't be surprised if some other people put in some hotter green chilies into it, because I've had some places where it blows your nuts off. Yeah. So the places that do offer it, it's generally one of their spiciest. Because it's also usually like a fresher salsa. It's not really like one that they cook. Where they have to apply heat, I should say. Well, you get it, Richards, right? It's all these greedy millennials spending too much and not being smart enough with their money. You know, that's what all of our problems are caused by. Those greedy, evil millennials. Okay? And not the trust fund hippies. Yeah, well, I mean, avocado, I mean, like, you know, a lot of Mexican stuff, Mexican recipes use just avocado as the fat component. I mean, they do use cream and mayo too, but like, there are plenty of places you get a torta and they just use avocado. Where have you been? Now I want some. I would love to have some right now. We are still on discount ham. We're on day 3 of discount ham and bread and pickles. Literally all of my meals have been that. I did make French fries one meal to add to it, and I did add and I did make macaroni and cheese for another meal. But otherwise, it's still base discount ham. Listen, I'm an artist that's suffering for their work. No, guests get the better food. Guests get the better food. You know I feed you all well. You know this. I made dumplings for you fucks. And then you claim I poisoned you. I made homemade dumplings. No, I wouldn't do it. How dare you accuse me of doing such a heinous thing? But apparently these hams go on sale. My parents bought me 2 clearance hams. Cause like, oh, they were on sale, like cheap. They were like 75 cents a pound. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can't really say no to that. It does help. But I might have an OD on a clearance ham, everybody. I even know I'm gonna do these fucking things and make them look good. All right, I think that's good enough for a block in. What are we all thinking? I think we got a block in. Kind of used up all of our paints. Thank you, Amizu. I'm not a bastard, you're the bastard. We know this. You like the pile of poop? Yeah. I think most do. Some last things. Might as well. All right. Let's clean up. Oh, I've had this hat for a while. It's been in a couple paintings. But it was, I used it to hold a mask a couple times. I've never done the head just plain. But I use that, I've used it for a couple things. Yeah, all right. It's one you can get on Amazon for like 15 bucks. Mm. Almost there. Let me just run ads really quickly so they don't interrupt more. I'm just gonna run these ads. I don't know if I ever just used it plainly on Mizu. So like it was in the Great British Painting Contest one, like that was the head holding that. It was the one where like the mannequin was holding the head with the drama mask. It was holding that. I think it was in another one in a similar vein. But it was never just as the head itself. Let's see. One more quick wipe down. There's still more that came off. All right. Even though we don't have to, I'll wait. Even though we don't have to. Man, is that a bad yellow, though. What was that you had asked? Well, I'm actually waiting until ads. We got 10, not 8 seconds. All right, welcome back, everybody. Now, even though we don't need to, a one-time special event, we're going to wipe that D again. Just to be safe. Consider yourself lucky. We're going to wipe it. Live and uncensored. And sponsored by RC Cola. Oh my God. Jesus, why would RC pay me to do this? What's wrong with them? Oh God. You could thank RC Cola for this, everybody. Oh Lord. RC Cola. What is wrong with you? Oh my God. Oh, I hate this. Why would you all watch this? You're disgusting. Jesus. This is filthy. All right, let's find somebody to raid. Get out of here. Next stream will probably be Saturday. Nope, won't be Saturday. Sunday. Could I do this tomorrow? Could possibly paint tomorrow. We'll see about tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Can't do it on Saturday, though. Saturday busy. At the latest, Sunday. On Sunday? Like an early Sunday stream? Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll consider it. Thank you very much, Amizu. You have a great night too. Skittles on. All right, we'll raid Chez. They got some type of anniversary. All right, everybody. Till next time. Greenbag, I'll see you in hell. Oh, fuck you. Hey, Maddie, when's the last time you looted the body? Huh? Ha-ha! Nee, Maddie. Pickles, I hope you're well if you're still there. Salt, Mud, Dia, Shasta, Celestia, Richards, Odorous, Omizu, Lizzie, Garg, M. All have a great night. And yeah. Till next time. That was this episode of I'm Painting Badly and his perverted detractors. Sounds good. That's on Saturday. Saturday I'll be a bit busy because I got Mother's Day stuff, but I'm going to try and watch as much as I can. All right, bye everybody.